They smile in your face all the time. They wanna take your place. They backstabbers. Backstabbers. They smile in your face all the time. They wanna take your place. They backstabbers. Backstabbers. Welcome back to my podcast, y'all. We getting down to the nitty gritty, to the dirty, however y'all want to rhyme that. I wanted to record from my back camera, but I'm gonna record from my front camera. Because wow, as soon as I start recording, somebody walks in. It's been quiet the whole time. We're just gonna give it a few seconds. And yes, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it. And you know what I realized? Hold on. You know what I realized, and what we have to realize about ourselves is that I don't know. You know what? Bump that. I'm gonna speak for me. A lot of times I speak for others, and they don't even be them for real. So when I'm speaking, let me speak for me. But if you can relate, see, a lot of people don't really know me for real. I realize because you got to do self reflection. Self reflection is a must, and I honestly feel like in my spirit that a lot of us don't self a lot of us don't self reflect. Um, and that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I'm not gonna go into detail about it. Why I feel like that. It's so many millions of people in the world, but this is how I feel. So, like I said, let me just keep it there. I do not self reflect enough because I realize that the way I am, and still learning myself on this journey, just being on my journey, following Christ, trying to be a better person, trying to get to know myself from the inside out. Still dealing with childhood trauma, not for real, but just it's always like a little tinkle there. And what grinds my gears sometimes is that you meet people, right? And the way I'm set up, I don't have no bad blood with nobody. I don't be I'm not racist. I'm not prejudiced. Like I don't have no agenda when I meet people. Like I don't, I don't make conclusions. Of course in my head I'm gonna have opinions. But overall, I really white, black, Chinese, if you cool, our energy relates, our energy aligns with each other, like I'm a rock with you. Period. Like it don't matter who you are, what you do, your past. I don't care. Like you can talk to me. I'm that person. I can truly say you can talk to me about anything. I'm gonna rock with you. And then if you truly accept me for who I am, you got me for life. Where people mess up at is that people take you as you are in the beginning, but soon as you do something they don't like, they ain't rocking with you. Soon as you say something they don't like, they ain't rocking with you, right? And before I get deep into that, I may have been like that. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I'm learning that if something don't resonate with you, something don't resonate with you, and that's cool. And it takes a while to develop that unconditional love for people because these days unconditional love don't really get you far. You know what I'm saying? You got to be rocking with that person like for some time. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it doesn't matter. See, so everything is levels. Everything is a balance. But the scale is going. The scale. Let's be real. The scale is never really in the middle. The scale is always here, or the scale is always here. So even if you have people that may love you unconditionally, they can love you unconditionally for from a little bit of time knowing you, or they can love you unconditionally from just a long period of time knowing you. And it all depends on the person, right? See me, I, I just got a ring in my ear. But me, God made me the way I am. And I will have to say, over my whole lifespan, I'm 30 years old. Over my whole lifespan, y'all, I am sometimes, there's always a two in front of the way I am. Too nice, too kind, maybe too distant, maybe too clingy, maybe too real. Maybe it's always a two. So I'm learning how to tone that down a bit. Going through my life journey, I've met all different kinds of people, all different walks of life. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like a lot of folks love and like is conditional. And it's cool if you ain't with what somebody with, cool. But we still can, agree to disagree and, still be cool. But I realize a lot of people don't really be caring how you feel or what you got going on. But sometimes even if that is put into play, I still find myself still trying to be there, still trying to just, and sometimes I'd be like, Jazz, what are you doing? Why you still, you know what I'm saying? Why you still picking at the situation? Why you still, because I had this stigma that I just wanted people to like me. You know what I'm saying? I had this stigma like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like being a people's pleaser, being, you know what I'm saying? So these are things that I realize about myself. And then once I realize them, it's like, dang, I really do this a lot. But it comes to a point of time to where everybody's not going to like you, period. You know what I'm saying? And so actually really, really getting into that at 30 years old, it's like, okay, everybody ain't going to like you, Jazz. It's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with you. What they got going on? You know what I'm saying? So when you flip the perspective and be like, it ain't you, maybe it's them. Because I ain't did nothing to them. And so there goes back to just the way people are as individuals. And then my long story short, it's you have to what am I looking for? Everybody is different, man. Like everybody is different. You cannot talk to people the same way. You cannot treat people the same way. You cannot approach people the same way. Everybody is different. You know what I'm saying? And I know that. You know, but what grinds my gears, what grinds my gears is that I, and hate is a strong word, I hate confusion. One day, somebody smiling at you, and then they mugging you, and then one day they like you, and then one day they don't, and then one like I don't do that. And see me, what a lot of people don't know about me is that this nice, calm, cool, funny, kind Jazz, like that's the surface. Those who really know me, and it's not many, I promise you. Like I can't even count on one hand. God, God, the Lord truly knows me to the core. And so when I be in certain situations, I know that, oh Lord, I know He proud of me, clapping, applauding me because yeah, because I got issues and you got too. The thing, yeah. So like, really, I am so misunderstood, and I know the people who I show myself to, I'm only showing them a portion. Like you never really gonna get to know me and know the real me unless you be like you know me. Like we locked in. Like I show different sides of myself to different people. You know what I'm saying? And over time, I'm realizing that people will really sometimes make up stuff because they're dealing with their own demons, baby. You dealing with your own demons. You think because I've had this, people always say I take that stuff too seriously. Now, to a certain extent, especially with family, I can, I can see that. Sometimes I can't take corrective criticism from family. I can see that. I can see it. Certain things I can see, but it's always a like a push and pull. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when people say you take things too seriously, and you really don't be taking it seriously, it just be them taking it seriously. You get what I'm talking about? And so my thing about it is people don't know. You don't know how people came up. You don't know what people went through in their life. You don't know what trauma people have. So if somebody come at you and they start acting funny towards you because they feel like you took something seriously or you take things too seriously, and I don't like when people let stuff build up. Speak. Talk to me. We walking around here rah rah rah. I'm thinking we cool, 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 but the whole time you got this animosity built up. I can't rock with that. I'm so tired of rocking with people that just really can't express themselves. And I thought I was the one who couldn't express myself. But then when I do express myself, I'm doing too much. I'm overreacting. I'm in my feelings. What? People out here numb. Like I can't help it that you're numb. That don't mean I'm overreactive because you're numb. Like, hey, let's be real. Like, make it make sense. This is things that ponder in my head over and over and over again. And it's like I be having to recollect myself because I know that I got a few little problems I need to work out. But at the same time, I know like I'm me. I'm a real person. Like I feel like I'm truly authentic. And if you don't like me, then you got a problem. And I'm not saying that to be cocky. Lord knows I'm a humble person. And then at the same time, everybody not gonna like you. But I just like it to make it make sense. And this is why I don't have no friends. This is why my circle is like I can't even count it on one hand. It's my mama, my sister, my daughter. That's three. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And so a lot of times people don't get the real me, like the real me. And I'm not saying I'm out here just the person that I show people is a fake person. No, it's me. I'm kind, funny, all this type of stuff, like wild, whatever. But the real me, I don't feel like most people that I meet have the capacity to understand who I am as a person. To understand that if you feel like I'm taking stuff too seriously or you feel like I'm being too much, tell me. Like people don't even if people really rocking with you, they'll tell you about yourself respectfully and be like, I still love you. I've been there. People like and I've had a couple friends like this before. They sit there, let you do you, and then they hold stuff in. They be tallying. You got people out there like that today that every time you do something you think they y'all was cool. Every time you do something they tallying it up. It is not until you say something because people gonna start acting funny and different. And I gotta be like, you good? Yeah, you know, we straight. And, no, well, I just feel like what? When was you gonna say something? I don't like that. And I just wanted to get on here and vent about that because like I don't like that. And yeah, I'm going down. I talk about life stuff. I talk about things that I go through in life. I'm venting about things. I know other people go through these things too. But it's like, let me know. If you my friend, this is why I'm not look, I'm not finna be calling nobody my friend. I'm not finna like I know how to be cordial. I know how to love people from a distance. I know how to show love and care about a person. But that friend word, baby, look, you know what I'm saying? Just let me know. I'm big on letting a person know how I feel. But it's like when I do that, it's a problem. Like I can't sit on feelings. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Never sit on y'all feelings. I don't care. Sitting on feelings from my past is why I became the way I was when I was the way I was. You have built up trauma, built up tension, you be passive aggressive, you know what I'm saying? So like never sit on how you feel. You feel away, let it be known. You could do it respectfully, you know what I'm saying? Because you never want things to build up so much to now you lashing out. People think you're acting funny and different because you've been sitting on this same issue and you ain't said nothing. Nah. But see, it took a moment, a moment. It be taking a lot out of me to not really speak my mind the way I want to speak it because a lot of people don't know me for real. Like a lot of people don't know me for real. And once you portray this certain image, people gonna look at you like that forever. And then when you portray a different type of image, mind you, that image been your image, but you just didn't show that image as much as the other one. So they're gonna think that your image is the image you've been showing the most, which makes sense, right? It's just like me being nice and kind and funny and all this stuff and loving all the time. Then when I show that I ain't rocking with you, nah, I ain't feeling it. Nah, I'm being too nice. Let me fall back. I'm cool. I'm good on you. Now I'm tripping. Now I'm in my feelings. Now I'm in my emotions. You see how they go? You see how it works? So really it's just yeah, I wanted to get on here and vent about I just wanted to get on here and vent about that and just talk about that because I really don't be having nobody to vent to for real. Like mind you, like and even the people that I do be venting to, I feel like they may get me, but they don't fully understand it because I really don't be going into detail about certain things because I have this intuition where so I know people ain't gonna take it how I would want them to take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's even with your parents, your mama, your daddy. Like, you can be real with them. Some of them you can be real with them to a certain extent because you know as a parent they're gonna tell you what you don't want to hear, but really it really be what you need to hear. And some parents can take it out the way. You know what I'm saying? They can do a little bit too much, but overall, I'm saying like most people ain't gonna feel how you feel unless they 100%, 1,000% been there. They're in tune and intact with their emotions. They're mentally mature. Like it's levels. Like I said, mind you, that word I keep saying levels. So like, but I'm just want to give myself a pat on the back because people really don't know me for real, and I think like these spirits really be trying to get to you when you try to be on a certain wavelength and like to a point to where you really like you're trying to grow and you're trying to grow to certain it like you don't want to react. Every reaction don't deserve a reaction. Like you know what I'm saying? So like me and people that probably if you pay attention and y'all I'm just talking right now because I know all of y'all haven't really been around me. But I will say a lot of times in workplaces or wherever I'm at, I always tell people, you don't want to see me mad. Like if like if I'm mad or if somebody else mad, just stay from around me. Like I don't want nobody to be mad around me and take it out on me. And then when I feel a certain type of way, people gonna say, "Oh, you and your feelings." But let me tell y'all something about folks saying you and your feelings. I don't care. I don't care. However I feel is how I feel, and I'm gonna stand on that. I don't care if you think I'm in my feelings, if you think I'm doing too much. Well, however I feel is validated, because I know me, and I know how I love, I know how I care, I know what I do for folks when I love them, when I care about them, when I consider you a friend. So if I feel like you're acting funny or different, or if it ain't adding up, I'm subtracting myself. But I'm gonna let you know before I subtract myself. I'm gonna let you know how I feel, and then in some cases, I don't have to let you know how I feel. Some things don't need closure. Some things you just like. But some things you like, nah. Cause you want people, you gotta let people know how to treat you and respect you. And I have made this mistake over and over and over again. And sometimes I don't even know why. And I ask myself, is it childhood trauma? Like, is it childhood trauma, Jazz? My dad wasn't there, didn't have good relationships with my older sisters. Like, I was a tomboy growing up. I had yeah, a lot of family trauma in there, coming up as a, young young lady, living in the ghetto and the poverty and got bullied, got picked on, got what I'm saying, didn't have all the freshest clothes and shoe. Like I had everything together. And a lot of things like that can mess with your insecurities. A lot of things like that can mess with your mental. You know what I'm saying? So I stopped putting the blame on me and just realized that you are a product of your environment now as you get older. And you can see the difference. You could differentiate between the two, and you realize that you're coming up in a different environment, coming up in a better environment. There's more. I have God in my life more. I'm a follower in Christ. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm starting to take corrective criticism. Like what I'm saying? Like when you go through things, there is a way out. Unless you just want to stay stagnant, you don't have to stay in that mindset. It's one thing being in that mindset because you really don't have no other outlets, and then it's another thing getting out of that as you get older, and but you have other outlets that you can talk to. That it's nowadays you got therapy, you got all types of stuff. I haven't took therapy yet. Sometimes I be like, Jazz, do you need therapy? But honestly, y'all, this right here is my therapy. When I make a video, when I talk to y'all, I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to the Lord, and I talk to the Lord before I get on here because I talk to myself a lot. And people are like, oh, you're talking to yourself. Oh, do you know you're talking to? Yeah, I know. Do you know you're talking to yourself? Oh, yeah, I know. Like, like people so basic. I love people, but people so basic, and a lot of times in the workplace, just wherever, period, I be feeling like such an outsider because I know that I'm not like a lot of people that be around me. So a lot of times when I be fake kicking it at work, I'm like I said, I don't like using that word fake kicking it because I really don't. I just know that a lot of people can't relate to me. And sometimes I say something like, I can't even try to make myself fit in no more. It's to the point where now it's awkward. I'd rather just be quiet and get out your way before I try to make myself fit in or try to join in a joke or try to say something. I'd rather just walk over there and do my own thing, like what I do now. Like a lot of times now at work, I just look back on how I used to be in workplaces to how I am now. I really be doing my own thing. Like I really don't even, I can't even rock with the way I used to be rocking because I'm like I'm just expanding, and you just realize how a lot of things are just it's not aligning with me no more. And when things when the Lord started making you feel uncomfortable in certain places and with certain people, that means that you know your time is up at that place or your time is up with that person. And when you begin to get more spiritually in tune with yourself and you start building a close relationship with Christ, you realize that a lot of things you encounter or endure like wasn't for you. You're supposed to go through things as a trial to teach you and to, help you be better and become immune to certain things so you wouldn't go back to that. A lot of times we need to know what something is like so we can know that, oh, look, this is not for me. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm definitely grateful for everything, every hard time, every bad time, every, confusing, frustrating time that I've been through. Every time I was down bad, every all the homeless days, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all, I've been through a lot, but you would never know. And like I feel like the Lord has built me this way for a reason. So ain't no way. So sometimes I really be making myself mad because I go out here and I just come off as like I'm soft. But deep down inside, I know I ain't. But maybe that I'm not even trying to go, I'm not even trying to be that way on purpose. I'm naturally like that because that's just the way God made me. Like God made me naturally soft. Like I'm a sweetheart. I wear my heart on my sleeve. But deep down inside, like, I'm a whole soldier, thug, gangster. I know that sounds so crazy coming from me, but if only you knew. That's all I can say. If only you knew. I spare so many people. I spare so many words. I spare so many feelings. And I ain't gonna lie, I do sugarcoat. I sugarcoat a lot of things that I shouldn't. And maybe that's why I end up in certain situations that I do. But I don't know, like today sparked something in me. And I'm just like, Jesus, take the wheel. Like, people don't know me for real. But also, the spirits out here working too. These spirits out here working, they gonna get you. I'm not gonna let nobody get me out of character. If I do, they ain't gonna see it. I go to the bathroom and you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta scream. Yeah, sometimes you gotta go to a gun range. Whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? First off, pray. Lord, Lord, I'm a work in progress. But nah, most definitely y'all. But I'm telling y'all, hey, just know like folks gonna be folks. And just know, I always love to say this, we are not battling the flesh, we are battling spirits and principalities. Lord knows I got to tell myself that before you sit up there, know that you know you. The Most High know you. And just tell yourself, man, these folks don't know me for real. They just know what I show them. Not saying I'm being fake, I'm just showing y'all what I feel like y'all need to see. Everybody can't accept the real you. You know what I'm saying? So, but never dim your light. It's okay to move in silence. You know what I'm saying? I like when people don't see me coming. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I got to end this video before I say too much. Look at me. Put that hand down. Excuse me. But nah, most definitely. This was a nice venting session. And it's just like, I'm like, what's up? Like, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And don't let nobody dim your light. Don't let nobody get you out of character, but always. Now, I ain't even gonna say demand your respect, because demand and stuff, they don't mean you're gonna get it. But just move accordingly. I'm gonna say that. Move accordingly. And if you want to come a certain way in the beginning, like I do, I love when people don't see me coming or they feel like they could try me or whatever. It gets straightened. Never let nobody disrespect you. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if they do think you're soft or too nice or too kind in the beginning, people may think you're green or gullible. But as soon as that line get crossed, you like, yeah, what you, what you thought? I know what you thought, but it's okay because I portrayed that. But nah, I ain't the one. But yeah, so and then just that's just maintain your posture. You know what I'm saying? And what they don't know won't hurt them. As long as you continue to stay true to yourself and move accordingly. Like I said, just move accordingly, y'all. Just know Jesus loved you before I did. So I love y'all too. I'll catch y'all in the next podcast video. I really enjoyed doing this nice little venting session. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. And if you're watching this from Instagram or Facebook, the link is in my bio. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel if you want to. If you don't, appreciate you for watching anyway. Y'all be safe. Peace and blessings.